never know when I'm going to have a cry or a laugh. It's just really bizarre, you know. So it's just...
So you were down there the whole time?
Well, no. We came out and went back and came out and went back. And the first responders came and they said, don't come out. Stay down there. And then they evacuated south because it was coming again. And it felt like it was just never going to end. The first one that hit was really, really bad. It was really strong. It was super loud. Loudest thing I've ever heard in my life. And we thought it was over. We would open it up and the sun would be shining. And we opened it up and it was still swirling and it was green. And we decided, maybe it's not over. But our house is gone, so it doesn't matter. So we'll go back down there. And we went back down there. Then the first responders came and they said, stay in there. Then they evacuated. It came again.
Because you had more than one.
We had more than one thing going over. I mean, we really couldn't see them, specifically see them, but we could see the rotation.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden the rotation would get really strong and it would start sounding like rocks in a jet engine again. And so we knew, that it was hitting again. And then it would stop and we opened up the door. And it was still green and swirling, and we just kind of looked out like, is it okay to come out? And we would get a text message from our daughter, and she would say, it's over you again, stay in there. So we went back and locked it again, and we heard it 3 times. It did that. And then we weren't hearing from anybody, and we just stayed in there for a little while until we heard something from somebody because it was hailing and it was blowing and we didn't know if there was more coming. We couldn't get our news apps to work, our weather apps. All we had was text message and that wasn't real reliable, so we just decided to stay there. So my biggest advice to anybody is make sure you have all your important documents, every one of them. All of your car keys ready to go. We lost car keys. We lost documents because I had the cellar, but I hadn't stocked it with everything yet. And have something to go to the potty in, and make sure you have chairs because we were there 2.5 hours instead of just a few minutes. So it will be stocked.